when I was 21.
What's going on, guys? Kooks46 here, back with another video here on MLB 16 The Show. Today is Monday, so that means it is another episode of Challenge of the Week. This is the series where I play the Challenge of the Week game mode, and over it I have a little discussion about some sort of baseball-related topic. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the topic for today, so let's go ahead and get started with the Challenge of the Week. So I was scrolling through Bleacher Report last night, and I found a very interesting article. When I read it, I thought, wow, this would be a perfect topic to talk about for the Challenge of the Week discussion. So the article I'm talking about is written by Danny Webster, and the title is Clint Hurdle Says He Believes Female Player Will Make MLB Team in Future. The article says, Pittsburgh Pirates manager Clint Hurdle believes Major League Baseball will break another barrier one day. I still believe firmly that there is going to be a day where there is a female player in the big leagues. Friday was MLB's annual day during which the league honors Jackie Robinson for his legacy both on and off the baseball field. Hurdle said before Friday's game against the Milwaukee Brewers that the celebration of the contributions Robinson made extends beyond race. This isn't just an African-American celebration, he said. This is about the opening of doors for everybody. So when I saw this, I thought it was just really interesting because it's like something that you've never really thought of. At least I haven't. Maybe you've thought of it like, you know, with your friends, like, dude, what if girls played baseball? You know, whatever. Maybe you've thought about it in that sort of sense. But looking at it from a serious standpoint, thinking like, wow, how interesting would that be if there was a girl out there good enough to compete with all these guys at a Major League Baseball level that could be on the field and be performing well? I started thinking about it a little bit, and there were a couple things that I thought about that, you know, really make this topic somewhat important, just very interesting and it's a very dynamic topic to think about. Like, for the first thing, it's kind of like a social thing, because for all of American history and world history and everything, is like women have always had to fight for their rights. They've always had to fight for, you know, their right to vote, you know, equal employment, equal opportunity, equal pay, all that type of stuff. They've always had to fight for that. So it's just interesting to think, like, if a woman has the skill to play baseball at the same level as, you know, some of the players in Major League Baseball, what is stopping that player from pursuing her goals to going to the major leagues? Maybe it's something like it's kind of just like a very scary thing for them to think about, like, wow, and do I want to try to be the person to, you know, break this barrier? Do I want to fear failing and not, you know, coming through with it and being that girl to be a role model for all the other girls and stuff? Honestly, like I said it before, it's like, I think if a girl has the skill, if a woman has the skill to be playing baseball at the same level as some of these other major league players, if she could hold her own, if she could hit the ball well, or if she's a pitcher, if she could throw the ball well, honestly, like, what's stopping it? We all saw the Little League pitcher Monet Davis last year. She had all the headlines. She was all over ESPN because she was a girl throwing freaking gas in Little League. Like, she was a beast. She was a great pitcher, doing very well for her team. She put on an excellent performance, and it's like, you know, it's making headlines because she's a woman. But the other thing I thought about that I feel like kind of is hard for girls, it's kind of like an obstacle, is if you look at it from a broader perspective, if you look at it from this perspective of all sports in general, not just baseball, not just one sport, but think about basketball, where they have the WNBA, or baseball where you have professional fast pitch softball. Like, what happens to those sports? Obviously, this is a very hypothetical situation at the moment because we don't have a large number of girls who are making an impact on baseball and are, you know, coming up in the ranks in the minor leagues or anything like that. But let's say, just for argumentative purposes, that there is, you know, a very, very large number of girls that have made their way through the minor leagues, that are actually making an impact in Major League Baseball. Let's just say that that's what's happening. Do these girls become role models for other girls to say, oh, I want to be like them and play baseball? Or do they continue playing softball and going down that path? Same thing with basketball. Let's say a girl is very good in college and she's a very good collegiate athlete for basketball. If she thinks she can perform at the professional level of the NBA players, does she still go to the WNBA or does she try her luck in the NBA? It's very interesting. Like, if a lot of girls start going for the male-dominated sports, if they start pushing that, what happens to the female-run leagues? It's also interesting to think about how some people might react to a female presence in Major League Baseball. Obviously, there's a lot of progressive people who would be like all open for it, but you still get those people who are very firm that baseball should be a man's game and it's the boys of summer. You watch The Sandlot, there's no girls in that movie. Baseball is a boy-dude sport. But I feel like Clint Hurdle said it well. It's like Jackie Robinson didn't just open the door for a race, he opened the door for everybody. And it's kind of the same idea. Like Jackie Robinson, like African Americans back in the day, they weren't supposed to play. They had their own league, the Negro leagues or whatever, and now girls have their own leagues like WNBA and professional fast pitch softball. So it's almost kind of the same scenario. Like, until one of those girls starts breaking ground in the other side of the sport, in the actual male-dominated sport, or back in the day as Jackie Robinson did in the white man, quote-unquote white man sport, we won't really know much. So I think it's a very interesting topic to think about, having a girl there. Like, just picture yourself at a baseball game when they're saying opening lineups and they're saying all these dudes, and then in right field you got this woman out there who's got a cannon for an arm and she could gun down people from right field to third base. Like, that's just so interesting to think about the crowd reaction. Like, is everyone going to be standing up cheering? Some people will probably be booing. It's just it's crazy to think about. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think. Do you think a female baseball player, do you think that would happen sometime in the future? Do you think it's very far off? Let me know your guys' thoughts about it. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to know how other people react to this news other than just me. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this discussion. Like I said, leave comments down below. Make sure you drop a like if you thought this was interesting, if you enjoyed this. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to keep up with all the other MLB The Show content I have on my channel every single day. 2 videos a day. It's lit. But yeah, guys, until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.